What is good, you got my name, we're back with a reaction video for today. Guys, we're gonna be reacting to something pretty interesting, pretty new. You know what I'm saying? Well, not new, but like something that I have not been reacting to in a minute. So, Mr. Nightmare is back with a video. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. We're gonna be reacting to 3 disturbing Postmates slash DoorDash stories. So first of all, I don't do Postmates at all. Screw Postmates. It's all about Uber Eats, because Uber Eats, at least you can know who the person that you're delivering it to. They can see their faces and stuff like that. And DoorDash, I like, what the frick? I don't even use DoorDash. I don't use any of these. DoorDash, Postmates, Uber Eats, I don't use any of these freaking things. They're all freaking stupid. I'd rather let someone else, I'd rather just call and deliver it myself, or just go to the store, because like I don't trust any of those things. But let's get right to the video. Smash that like button. Love you guys so much, and let's get it. Oh wow, it's the same thing that I use. Delivery app to horror stores. Okay, this is gonna be so clucked.
For a very brief 2 months, I worked as a delivery driver for the app DoorDash.
Oh wow.
It was to make some quick money on the side on the weekends. I live in a suburb of Nevada, so deliveries are usually quick and close.
Nevada? What the frick is that?
Someone made a big order to a local burger joint, and I accepted the delivery. When the food was finished, I loaded it into my car and checked the destination on the app.
Okay.
It was a house across town in a cul-de-sac. I tended to drive quickly over the speed limit to get more deliveries out, aka get more money.
Yep.
When you drive like me though, you're bound to get into some trouble once in a while.
Why?
And this time, as I was driving up the block towards the cul-de-sac, I saw the sickening glow of the blue and red lights in my rearview mirror.
What?
I pulled to the side and
Police?
got written a ticket for more money than I'd possibly even make that night. It was a horrible feeling that I'd spent my night doing deliveries only to end up losing money.
Wow.
Still, I had to finish this delivery, albeit a bit late now. After the cop got back in his car, I drove right down towards the cul-de-sac. I got to the house, ran towards the front door, and knocked really hard since there was apparently no doorbell. As I waited for the door to open, I looked around this dark cul-de-sac.
Okay.
I say dark because there weren't any streetlights.
What the
Only
frick?
the small amount of light that was given off by the 3 total houses sitting on the street.
Oh, heck to the no. If there's no street lights whatsoever, and there's only lights from like some small ass thing from the house, I am not going anywhere. I'm driving home, and I'm taking that food for myself.
It was a pretty unusual dead end. Not a nice looking spot by any means. The house wasn't exactly the prettiest either.
Of course.
The door finally opened, and an average height bald guy opened the door. He had a grayish beard with brown stains in the middle.
Oh my gosh, what the frick?
His body language and way of behaving was immediately weird. Screaming drunk or a drug addict.
Screaming sus as heck. Screaming murderer. Screaming psychopath.
Top it off, his breath was awful as he said, "How you doing?" in his loud, obnoxious voice. He told me to come in.
No!
I told him no, it's okay.
The frick?
I held out his bag of food, waiting for him to
Yeah,
grab
here's your
it so I could
food.
leave.
Get-
He said, no, come in, I got something for you.
What do you mean you got something for me? The frick? Get out of my face, bold ass old man.
I told him, really, it's okay, I need to be on my way.
Yeah.
He said something along the lines of not being able to tip me through the app, so he'd have to give me some cash money.
Nah.
Against my better judgment, I entered the house with his food still in my hand.
Dumbass.
I heard a car pulling up into the cul-de-sac as I stepped inside.
Oh, that's their
As
buddies.
soon as I cleared the door, the man slammed it shut and told me to follow him to the kitchen.
Oh,
and to
heck.
put the food on the table.
Oh.
For some reason, even as uncomfortable as this guy made me, I followed him into his disgusting, messy, smelly kitchen.
You see what happens when you see what happens when you're eager to get some cash? Cash is dangerous. It is the devil. Like,
He went into his basement and told me to wait there in the kitchen. He shut the door, and I heard him stomping.
no, but it can be
down the
really
steps.
dangerous.
I stood there feeling awkward, but also nervous.
Huh.
There was a short silence, and I stood there looking at my phone, texting a couple friends about what I was experiencing currently.
The frick?
Suddenly, there was a huge crash from down in the basement. It sounded like a big shelf holding a bunch of smaller items toppling over.
Run!
Followed by what was a scream for help. It seemed as though the man was hurt by whatever had fallen
Oh,
down.
shoot. Run!
I ran to the basement door and opened it, and to my surprise, looked down to see nothing but darkness. Not a single light was on. I called down into the basement. You okay? I heard the man moaning in apparent pain in the darkness below. I asked where the light switch was. Instead, he just kept saying, help.
No,
I
no.
used the flashlight on my Samsung to start walking down.
No! You're so freaking stupid!
As I got maybe halfway down, the man's moaning sound stopped, and it was completely silent.
What?
I stopped as I realized how silent it had grown.
No.
I asked if he was still okay.
Yup.
There was no response.
Oh, run!
Suddenly, I got a really bad feeling in my gut. Something wasn't right.
Yup.
I heard a small cracking sound from in front of the steps.
Lord have
A
mercy.
pebble being crushed against a concrete floor.
He's about to run at you, bro.
Then, there was a loud knocking at the front door upstairs.
Oh,
I turned and ran upstairs to open it, and it was the cop who had pulled me over about 5 minutes ago.
what?
He was holding something familiar, 2 folded pieces of paper clipped together, asking me if it was mine.
What?
It was, and I grabbed it from him. But I also told him in obvious distress that I thought something strange was going on with this man who I just delivered food to.
Oh my gosh, you got saved by the
I told him
cop.
it sounded like he got injured downstairs.
You're lucky.
But that it also seemed suspicious. I showed the cop to the basement door, and with his hand on his holster, he called down into the basement. I told him there wasn't a light switch. So he took out his flashlight and started walking down the stairs.
I can help.
slowly.
Nah, I'm not helping.
I waited at the top of the stairs as he progressed to the bottom step, then disappeared from my view. I didn't wait too long before hearing a commotion downstairs. The cop seemed to be yelling in response to being attacked.
What?
The commotion ended with a gunshot.
Oh, damn.
Then there were cries of pain. Genuine cries this time. The cop called up to me to come help him get the guy upstairs.
Damn.
He asked me to hold the flashlight as he guided the man who was now
We
cuffed
should have
up
done
the
that in the
stairs.
first place.
All the while, he was screaming in pain and at the cop. The cop brought him outside and called for an ambulance on his radio. He wanted me to stick around to sign a witness statement.
What?
I stuck around for about half an hour before I left and went home. Who would have thought the same cop who wrote me a ticket would potentially save my life 10 minutes later?
That's why you just have to just respect cops no matter what. Look at, like, I understand cops nowadays are just like, a lot of them are just assholes and stuff like that, and they like whatever, but trust me, there are some that will save your life one day if you're not careful. You know what I'm saying? They will save your life. Like, they can actually do stuff like that. Like, that's their job. But, like, you know, there's some that are just complete assholes. But still, you should never went down. You should never went inside in the first place. You clucked up from the very beginning. You stupid. And for that, I will give a damn what happened to you.
I occasionally do some deliveries for Postmates. Usually late at night after work during the week or on weekends.
Alright.
I use my motorcycle as it allows me to get from point A to point B faster. I was delivering some Mexican food to a guy named Ron.
I'm good.
It was a 15-minute drive from the burrito place to Ron's address.
15 minutes, okay.
When I got to the listed address, I brought the food up the long driveway and up to the front door.
Okay, good.
I rang the bell, and an older woman opened the door.
Oh, heck.
I said delivery for Ronnie, but the woman looked confused and said, "There's no Ronnie here."
Oh, what?
I apologized and said I had the wrong house. So I went back to my bike and double-checked the app, making sure I was at the right house.
Yep.
And according to the app, I was.
Oh.
The house number was 15, just like listed on the app. I figured it was time to call this Ron guy to figure out if he had made a mistake with the address.
No mistakes out
I
here.
used the call feature on the app, but after one ring, it went to voicemail. So I tried texting instead, and within seconds, he replied back. I told him the address he gave me was wrong, and he swiftly said, "Yeah, sorry about that." He explained that he didn't actually live here, but that he was chilling with his friend in the preserve across the street from the house listed on the delivery. He requested I come into the nature preserve by the fire and drop it off there.
By the
He
fire?
mentioned he was sorry about this and was planning on leaving a generous tip. One time before, I did have someone request I drop off their food at a park near their house. So at that moment, it didn't seem like the strangest thing in the world.
What?
It was
That's
just
weird.
a slight inconvenience, but one that he'd apparently make up for with the tip. The preserve was gated, but there happened to be an opening leading into it right across the street from the house.
Oh, heck
I followed
no.
the dirt trail until the light post ended, and any further I would be walking into complete darkness. I looked around for the light of the fire.
Oh.
As a matter of fact, I did see a hint of light coming from the woods.
Oh my gosh, you're about to go inside the woods, bro, just to deliver some food? You're that desperate, bro? You're that desperate just to get freaking money that you need to deliver food in a freaking forest where there's a freaking bonfire or something. And of course, they said there's gonna be a tip. So you know what that's gonna mean. Oh, some extra cash for me. Use your common sense, bro.
I started making my way over into the increasing darkness of the woods, leaving the lit up area. As I got closer, I could confirm it was light from a fire. Why were they in the middle of the woods, though?
Because they're about to
Why they were
kill.
expecting me to bring it to them out there started to ring in my head. I yelled out Ron's name a few times.
Why?
Within yelling distance of the fire. No answer.
Of course.
When I got close enough, I noticed something.
What?
There was no one sitting around that campfire.
No, really.
I asked myself, was that the right fire?
You got jebaited.
But that was a silly question. How many fires could there be on a weeknight in the preserve? I walked a little closer to the fire and noticed a tent behind it. Maybe they were in there.
Nope.
So once again, I yelled Ron's name as I approached the tent.
Oh my
It was
gosh.
zipped up.
Bro.
I tapped on the tent and said Ron's name again.
Oh, bro,
So
just
I finally
leave.
unzipped the tent and knelt down to look inside. I saw someone laying down on their stomach, facing away from me, so
What?
that their shoes were only a few inches from
Whoa,
my
whoa, whoa.
face.
Nah, don't tell me that person's
They
dead.
seemed to be asleep. This was getting a bit ridiculous, so I just marked the order as delivered and turned ready to walk away.
Okay.
I didn't even make it a single step before noticing someone standing about 20 feet from me, between two big trees.
Oh!
No, I said. My friend is just over there. The guy asked, why aren't you alone? I said I do my deliveries with a partner. He asked, where's my food? I was about to tell him it was in the tent.
Oh my gosh, bro. What in the frick? Oh my
I
god.
felt two hands grab both my legs and tried pulling me down.
What?
I looked down and saw the arms reaching out from the tent.
Oh!
Ron,
He was faking
presumably
it.
The guy who I was just talking to started charging at me. With only maybe 5 seconds to act, I did manage to escape the grasp of the two hands and run past Ron.
How?
If that was even his real name. I don't think he chased me after I left the vicinity of the fire. I found my way back to the bike easily, and I drove off without taking a second to look back.
Nah.
I contacted Postmates customer service about it. They told me I should escalate it to the police, as there was
No,
nothing
really?
they could do. By the time they even responded with that, I didn't even feel up to going through with a police report.
Yep.
I just figured I'd let it go. I got lucky and I was unharmed.
Yep.
Still, it taught me one thing.
What?
If your instinct tells you to turn and walk away, do it.
Exactly. If your instincts tell you to not even go to that freaking place where there's supposed to be a bonfire in the forest, don't go. Idiot. You gotta be all the way clocked up. You gotta be all the way messed up. Bro, what's with this ass, man?
For some reason, I never
that
really
noise.
used any of those food delivery apps until recently, after learning how convenient they are. One night after
Convenient. I can't even say the word. Convenient. I can't even say the word. Wow, I'm that cheesed. I'm that freaking scared. Conveniently sus.
a late work shift, I didn't have time to make dinner, so I ordered some Chinese food off Postmates. It was originally estimated
course,
to be delivered
typical.
in half an hour, but I waited a lot longer than that. Around the 45-minute mark is when I started getting impatient.
Okay, yeah, that's clocked.
I called the Postmate driver, and he picked up after a few rings. I asked him where he was. He asked, "Who is this?" I
What?
said, "Tracy, the girl he was delivering food for." There was a short silence. Then he said, "Oh yes, I'm on my way." So I thanked him and hung up.
Oh no.
I sat in my living room with the TV on, and basically just played around on my phone, dying for the Postmates driver to just show up already. Just then my phone started vibrating, and knowing that it was likely the Postmates driver calling me, I felt very relieved that the food was probably here at last. I picked up and waited for him to say something. I had to say hello like 4 times before he finally started speaking.
What?
He said he's outside. I didn't really know how to respond to that, so I said okay and then described my house to him. Then he said something weird.
What?
He asked me to come outside to get the food. I opened my front door to check if he was there. He wasn't. I asked him where he was as I stepped out onto the front deck.
Oh my gosh, why would you even I would check the freaking hole in the house. Check the window in the house in front of the door. Say, yeah, I can't see you. Where are you again? I'm outside. Where are you outside, bro? I can't see you, bro. I clearly can't see you. I'm in front of the freaking door, bro. Come outside. What the frick are you talking about? Come outside, bro. I can't hear you. I can't see you.
There was another pause. I looked around my whole front yard and didn't see any.
This fool's, this girl, this person, the whole front yard. Oh my god, you're freaking weird.
I told him I didn't see him. He said, I see you.
Oh my gosh, yo, why do I keep pausing it? You're freaking clucked in the ass. Like Gator always says, you're clucked in the ass. Raw. No condom necessary. Like, you feel me? Like, what the frick? I see you. You can't see, but I see you. Do you know how freaking scary that is? Imagine you're ordering food late at night. It's like 11 o'clock or let's say 10 o'clock. You came back home from basketball, you know what I'm saying? And you just want to have some pizza, you know, it's a Friday night, you know what I'm saying? You have you order your Gino's pizza. You say, hey, hello, yeah, can I get blah, blah, blah. They come late. They say, okay, I can't see you. Where are you? I'm outside. I can't see you. I can see you. I am literally hanging up the phone, calling the police. 911, hello, can you please get this cluck person out of my freaking facility right now, please, before I pass out.
Again, I didn't know how to respond, but the way he said it was just so creepy.
Oh, no, really?
The last thing he said before I hung up the phone was, you look really pretty.
Oh, Lord.
At that point, I went inside and slammed my door shut and locked
Fool's
it.
checking out my ass, like, what the
I
frick?
opened the Postmates app, and it said my food was delivered.
What?
I didn't know what was going on here, but I was growing increasingly uncomfortable.
Call the police.
I shut off all the lights in my house and started looking out each window.
Yep. Call the police.
I started with the living room windows. Didn't see anyone.
Call the police.
Then I checked the dining room windows. Nothing. Next, the kitchen. Still no one. So I went down to our den, which was by the back door.
Oh.
I hadn't raised the curtain that morning because of work.
Lord have mercy. Don't tell me you actually... No.
To raise it
Lord.
Up. Only a little bit.
No,
Just
Jesus.
To peek under to check the backyard.
Jesus, 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 Jesus.
This whole time I was looking out windows. I don't think I actually expected to see someone.
What?
But when I looked under the curtain to the den window,
whoa!
I saw a man sitting in my back patio.
Huh?
He wasn't on his phone, he wasn't doing anything.
Huh?
He was just sitting there, as if he were waiting for me.
What?
I lowered the curtain back down, and then my phone rang.
Oh, he saw you. He saw you.
Up, and he immediately said, I just saw you at the window.
Oh!
All I said to him was, I'm calling the cops, and I hung up. I went back to the living room and called the cops.
Oh, Jesus.
The man on the phone said an officer would be over shortly. After I hung up, my phone kept ringing. It was the man. I kept rejecting his calls, but he wouldn't stop.
Don't even reject them. Just leave it.
Waiting for the cops was one of the most tense moments of my life. Eventually, there was a knock at the door, followed by a man shouting, "Police."
Yep.
I jumped off the couch and ran to open the door. I was confused to see not a man in a police uniform, but some man in some dirty street clothes.
What is wrong with you? You idiot. You look first before you open. Why is it that you don't listen? You're so stupid. You are clucked. No condoms necessary. Full raw. You're getting all the HIV gonorrhea that you will deserve because you do not listen. You do not freaking read the signs and understand what's going on. doesn't your parents teach you anything? Didn't your parents ever teach you that when someone is trying to knock on you look first before you open? You just open the door? I don't give a damn if it's the police, the CIA, the FBI. I don't give a damn. You look first, then you see if you want to open or not. And the fact that the police officers are still not there makes me believe that these police officers suck at their jobs.
Who gave a disturbing smile as soon as we made eye contact. He opened the storm door and tried to get in, but I pushed the front door hard enough to get it shut and lock it.
Oh.
He didn't bang on the door, he didn't scream anything. I think he simply ran off after that.
Of course.
A few minutes later, the actual police showed up.
Oh, wow.
They searched the property with me.
Nice for you guys to arrive.
We found the man's phone left on the table in the backyard. The background to the phone was a white guy with a blonde girl, presumably his girlfriend. I note this because the man who was on my stoop was not white, he was Hispanic.
Damn.
I did a little detective work with the cops and came to the conclusion that this man was not originally my Postmates driver.
He stole the phone.
That he had stolen the driver's phone somehow mid-delivery.
How?
The police confiscated the phone and left after taking a report. As far as I know, that man never returned to my house. But this was easily the scariest experience of my life.
Jeez. My gosh. How did he even get inside? How did he even break through the phone? Like, are you telling me that freaking Hispanic idiot, I mean, the white idiot that was originally supposed to be there, had his phone unlocked? Are you actually serious? People just don't. You see what happens? Because your stupid ass actions of leaving your phone unlocked. Your phone unlocked. You almost allowed another female, innocent a civilian, almost get clocked up because of you. You see how it all connects? It all connects. You think that it doesn't connect, guys? Let me tell you something. You think that it doesn't connect? You think that it just doesn't connect? Nothing can happen? Trust me, it might not happen. It might not happen to the next person. So let's be cautious for the next person, please. Keep your phones unlocked. Make sure that your phones are on you at all times. Jeez, bro. Like, honestly, all these freaking stories, they just didn't want to listen. Like, oh my goodness, you have a gut feeling in your your gut is telling you, bro, why the frick am I in the middle of the forest with a freaking bonfire? Let me just leave and haul ass now. Ask questions, never. But yeah, that's it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Smash that like button, comment down below your opinions. Which story was the most scariest one, or the most intense, clucked up one, or the one that ticked you off the most? I would have to say the second one or the third one, because the second one, like, come on, bro, you're in the middle of the forest, you're really about to freaking order something, like, come on. And I know you probably had it before in a park, but was it at dark though? Was it in the dark though? Okay then, shut the frick up, like, come on. But yeah, I'll catch you guys next video. I don't know what else to say, but I love you guys, and yeah, peace.